Hi there everyone. Okay, we're at video number 78 and this is going to be video number 40 of module 3. Alright, so let's quickly move on. Alright, we're going to be using the stochastic in this example, and we're going to be continuing using the iMACD, and the strategy is quite simple really. I've done a template for you, so just scroll all the way down to the bottom and find the template, and it will be under video 78 as well, so go ahead and take a look at one of those. It's right down there at the bottom. And the rules is pretty simple. I've basically taken out the default 18 and default 20, so I've just left two of my lines in there. And what I'm looking to do is I'm looking for this stochastic to come from the upside, and to use this first immediate line that it comes to, the 60 level. I'm using that as my sell trigger, and then I'm looking for the stochastic to come from an immediate bottom and to come up and rise and hit the 40 to go long, to buy this trade. Also on the same token, I'm looking to see where these line up on the chart in conjunction with the positioning of the stochastic as well, to where we go long or short. Alright, so where do we go long or short? Okay, well let's go ahead and first of all mark out where these crossovers are on the iMACD, and then we can start analysing how we can find these buys and find these sells, and to find areas in the market that we don't really want to choose because basically our little rules do not line up. Alright, and we need to sort of work out if we need to be lenient with these rules to try and see more instances in the market where we can actually have opportunities to go long and short on. Alright, that should be enough lines. Okay, so here is like a buy signal. So the first thing I'm looking at is that I'm going to go, okay, there's my buy. So the next thing I'm going to be looking at is to see where this line extends down to, and I want to make sure that the lines come from down to up, and it is. So that's a buy. So we can take that. So then I see this one here. Oh, sorry, next we'll move this next one to the left. Alright, so here's one to the left right here. It's crossed down, but we can see that it's come from the top and it's come below and it's actually penetrated, so we can sell there. Now I'm just saying the sells and buy points right now, but I'm going to get into another section of it to say whether we could have actually taken that trade on or not. Alright, so I'm going to say yes for that one. These are temporary yeses. Okay, yes for that one and yes for that one. Here we can see we're looking at a buy trade opportunity. The market's come from below and it's starting to climb up and it's hit that 40 level, so that's okay. So I'm going to say yes to that one as well. Here is another buy trade. It came up from the top and then down for below, so that's going to be no. Then we have another one over here. It's crossing under. Well, it's a kiss really, so kiss is as good as a cross in my books. Okay, and we can see that the market's come from, stochastics come from top and it's come all the way down to the bottom, and it's not really hit that trade, so that'd be no go. Alright, so now we've got this one as another sell trade opportunity. It's come from the top and it's not really hit that, but that's a no-go right there. And then here's our buy opportunity right here. It's come from below and rise up towards the top, and then it's actually hit the 40, so that would have been okay. Alright, so now we need to start focusing on the confirmation candles. So where we see the crossover appear right there, it happens on this candle. So now we need to look for a confirmation candle. This confirmation candle needs to be obviously in the direction that you're wanting to go in. Alright, so therefore it's going to be a bull candle. Where that bull candle finishes dictates whether or not you're going to go long or short on that pair. And again, it needs to be, if you're going long, it needs to be sitting on a support line. Alright, well, this is kind of a resistance because we've come from below, but in effect it's acting as a new support line when it breaks it. Alright, and it comes back and hovers along it, and it does essentially just break and go up above. So that would have been worked out in our favour. This one here, this is a sell trade, and we've got the cross. Okay, it does penetrate into the 60 before that line turns up, so that's good. Then we're looking for the confirmation candle, which is there, and it's in the same direction that we want it to go in. Alright, so the next thing we need to look at are oops, that's a bit of a bad line. But we can see that for the most part that this line did meet up with that line, so that would be no good because that's a support line and we don't want to take on sell trades on a support line. So that was based off of that one right there, so that would have been no go. Here is a buy trade opportunity, and we can see that the green line hits the 40 at that time, so that's good. So we could have taken that one, but we've got this confirmation bar. It's not the same as what we're looking for, so you may have not even taken that trade on because it wasn't a green confirmation bar, so that's fine. You may have just said no to that one. Here is a buy trade. Obviously, well, this was not going to work out, so that's not going to work out up there either. Here we've got a sell trade. It comes down a little bit, but here's where I've actually said no. You see where this green line, when this actually crosses right here, this green line didn't actually touch down and hit that 60 mark, so that would be a no trade as well, even though it did come down nicely. Alright, so let's take a look at this one. It's a sell trade as well, and again this line didn't match up with that 60 line, so that would be a no trade as well. So here is a buy trade opportunity. It actually, the green line does hit at that particular point, and it does go back up, so that's okay. So we probably would have had 2 trades out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'd have 2 out of 7 trades. So now we can sort of take a look at this and see if we can get this tool out again and find some exceptions to the rules where what we thought would be good trades didn't turn out to be good trades, and see if we can write an exception for that. Remember how we showed you in the other video where I drew the next one to the side? You could probably take a look and see if these would actually help or hinder your signals that were generated. But for this particular instance, the first bar did actually meet with that green line, so that's good. In other occasions, the first line also met up with the red, which also worked out well for us as well. Here is we've just talked about that one. So here is the downtrend, and what we was looking for was the green line to touch the 60 line, but it doesn't do that until we added an extra exception into it. Alright. I wonder if this is actually a major support level. We can put a line up there, and it is. It's a bit of a major support line. So that's also advisable for you to do as well. You've seen your first line, you've seen your confirmation line, and then you've got this line, which is basically to tell you to go short on. So you probably would have gone short on this, but while you're going short on this, you want to really, before you even do go short, is just take a look to your left. I mean, look, this is just look how strong it is. Alright, so you need to basically say to yourself, are you going to take that on, or are you not? Or are you going to wait for this major level to be broken? Because I mean, you can go ahead and switch from one strategy to the next, and then depending on what happens in the market, you can switch to another strategy based on candle formations, or based on demand and supply, breakouts, triangle formations, overbought, oversold situations. You can really implement all of these strategies into one chart, or you can get it from a number of charts and then put it all into one chart and then see what you can do from that. Alright, so there's basically a pretty simple rule to use. Good one would be, I mean, just to leave it on one bar. That's up to you, or you could leave it with 2 of these lines. Alright, but each will work probably both as equally as each other, making sure that you do use your support and resistance levels as well. Alright. Okay, well, this is going to be the last video in this particular module. What I would like you to do is take a quick listen to the last video of this module, and it's just basically a couple of things of what we're going to be doing in the new modules, and just a couple of words really. Alright, so until then, I will see you very soon in the next video. Bye for now.